All right, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Futures multi-sport to get into. I'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it to the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and eBay Live. Also mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. All right, we are good to go. This is our first time running a case of this, so not sure exactly what to expect. Hopefully all goes well. We've got 12 boxes to go, so good luck everybody. Really makes you think what is going on with the tornadoes, earthquakes, and the biggest airplane accidents. I mean, definitely a thinker. All right, box number one. 224 to 249. Neiman Lawrence. Dual auto for Noah Coleman, 1 to 25. Harvey Elliott out of 199. And Deuce Knight. Lazaro Montez out of 249. Out of 199, Jordan James. Anisha Morrow. And 3 of 49, Harlan Berry, auto. Roman Wilson out of 249. Out of 49, Ansu Fati. Cade Klubnik out of 199. And auto, 3 of 25 for Samuel Basallo. Kyle McCord out of 249. Jefferson Rojas out of 199. Peyton Houston. And auto out of 25 for Caden Bodine. Jordan Beck out of 249. Grayson McCall out of 199. Noah Fafita. And DJ Giddens out of 149. Jake Bloss out of 249. Lucas Shaw out of 25. Trent Caraway out of 199. And Brock Vandegrift, 17 to 25 auto. Box number 2. Vivid break number 9 today. Vivid break number 9 is tomorrow, 4/23 at 12 p.m. EST. Breaking today at 11. No, don't believe so. Out of 99, Dylan Harper. Lazaro Montez out of 25. Addie Reynolds out of 199. And Cole Palmer out of 249. I did not send out any messages about that, actually. So I'm not sure what message you're speaking of. Out of 249, Michael Hawkins Jr. Jeremiah Love out of 99. Malik Washington out of 199. And Jalen Daniels out of 99. Yeah, scheduled to break tomorrow. It will break tomorrow. Hollywood Smothers out of 249. Great name. Elijah Badger out of 99. Luke McCaffrey. And RJ Harvey out of 25. Seaver King out of 249. Flo Balogun out of 199. Travion Henderson. And 2 of 3, Alfie Gilchrist. Well, it is 100% breaking tomorrow. Just a little bit of a scheduling snafu with the actual, like, when the break was ending. But yeah, it breaks tomorrow at 12. No worries. Glad we got that cleared up for you. Chris Henry Jr. out of 249. Blake Corum out of 49. Kyron Drones out of 199. And Caleb Johnson, 20 of 25. Jamie Rodriguez out of 249. Daniel Espanol out of 199. Zahad Pettiford. And Curtis Rourke, 1 of 3. Box of 3. Ryan Wingo out of 249. Jackson Dart, 1 of 2. Nice. Future interest. Walker Howard out of 199. And Jameson Wong. Caden Bodine out of 249. Dylan Harper out of 99. Spencer Rattler and Joseph Lugo out of 2 of 5. Nico Iamaliva out of 249. Katron Allen out of 199. Elijah Badger and Tyron Tracy Jr. out of 49. Peyton Houston out of 249. Haley Cavender out of 199. Liam Peterson and Angel Martinez out of 149. This hit recap is going to be very lengthy, guys. 3 of 25, Curtis Rourke. Rowan Wilson out of 199. Connor Griffin and Cooper Pratt out of 49. Nolan Souza out of 249. Achilles Smith Jr. out of 199. Mackenzie Mbako and Cam Cazell, 7 of 15. Peyton Houston out of 249. Cam Ward out of 49. Nice. For draft. Connor Griffin out of 199. And Chase Petty. Antoine Hill Jr. out of 249. Pedri out of 99. Jordan Beck. And 2 of 3. Omaha Baloo. Noah Fafita out of 249. Daquan Felton out of 199. Harlan Berry. And James Simon out of 99. Caleb Durbin out of 99. Jules Spear out of 199. Gavi. And Gavin Gravbach out of 99. Kennedy Fuller out of 249. Kieran Lacey out of 49. Eddie Rainder. And Ethan Kaliakmanis out of 99. Daniel Espanol out of 249. Harlan Berry out of 199. Dylan Levitt. And Henry Lane out of 99. Shador Sanders, 5 of 15. There you go. Bound to pay off eventually, man. We got you. Michael Hawkins Jr. out of 99. Caleb Boner. And Garrett Nussmeyer out of 249. Newest rumors the Saints are going for him. RJ Cope out of 99. I think that'll be a good spot. Out of 199, Jeremiah Love, Noah Schultz, and Matty Sher. 73 out of 99. We'd love for the Browns to take him, but require us actually making good decisions, and we don't do that. Ryan Williams out of 249. 1 of 10, Colt Emerson. Jackson Dart out of 199, and Deion Smith out of 49. That was Shador Sanders. Antoine Hill Jr. out of 249. Juju Lewis out of 49. Kellen Lindsey and Luis Morales out of 99. But to be fair, I wouldn't mind Jackson Dart or Garrett Nussmeier. Those are pretty good second-round picks that are coming up. Walker Yannick out of 249. Riley Leonard out of 199. Pedri and Gavin Turley out of 99. Jameson Wong out of 249. Elijah Badger out of 99. Armando Bacot out of 199. And Ryder Lyons, 3 of 15. Three of 5, Bucky Irving. Cole Palmer out of 99. Drake Baldwin out of 199. And Achilles Smith Jr. out of 249. Katron Allen out of 249. Xavier Legette out of 199. Josue DePaula. And Noah Schultz out of 99. Eduardo Tate out of 249. Charlie Condon out of 199. Caleb Bomer and Woody Marks out of 25. Kizzy and Baco out of 249. Kellen Lindsey out of 199. DJ Lagway and 17 of 25. Walker Yannick, future interest. Hagen Smith out of 49. Bucky Irving out of 99. Deuce Knight out of 199 and Faison Brandon, 9 of 10. Nice. Nick Kurtz out of 249. 2 of 5. Ethan Petrie. Nice. Cole Palmer. And Kevin McGonigal, 4 of 15. Solid. That was the halfway point. We're on to box number 7. Tyson Lewis out of 249. Ty Felton out of 99. Matt Shaw and Caden Salter out of 99. Dylan Cruz out of 249. Hollywood Smothers out of 199. Colt Emerson. And Ansu Sanoe, 11 of 99. Trenton Flowers out of 249. Cameron Skadaboo, 99 out of 149 auto. George McIntyre out of 199. And Jaden O'Neal. Dylan Levitt out of 249. Chase Petty out of 99. Jeremiah Love out of 199. And Malaysia Full Wiley out of 99. Caleb Jackson out of 25. Juju Lewis out of 99. Michael Hawkins Jr. And 1 of 1. Brooks Lee. Anissa Morrow out of 249. Ryan Williams out of 49. Luther Burden out of 199. And Jacob Kozard out of 149. Box break. Jewel Spear out of 249. Quad auto, 1 of 2. Ashton Genty, Caleb Johnson, Omarion Hampton, and DJ Giddens. Boom. That is one hell of a random. Good luck to you four. Whew. That's nice. Camilo Cardoso out of 199. And Jared Curtis. Hagen Smith out of 249. Ollie Gordon out of 199. Harvey Elliott. And Jace McClellan out of 99. Zion Turner out of 249. Blake Corum out of 25. Sophia Smith. And Marcus Harris out of 49. Cole Thimerson out of 249. Juju Lewis out of 99. George Lombard Jr. out of 199. And Philip Bell out of 25. Dylan Dreiling out of 249. Nisa Morrow out of 99. Braylon Doughty. And Tyler Bremner out of 149. George Lombard Jr. out of 249. Gavi out of 199. Jalen Wright. And Dylan Gabriel. 3 of 3 auto. Future Shock. Box number 9. Kyle McCord out of 249. Drew Aller out of 99. Katron Allen and Blake Corum out of 49. Dean Moss out of 249. Chris Brazel out of 99. Ollie Gordon out of 199. And 2 of 3. Carson Benji. Camilo Cardoso out of 249. Drake Baldwin out of 199. Jonathan Brooks. And Jared Thomas out of 49. Phil Moffa out of 249. Ryan Williams, 23 of 25 auto. Boom. Nice. Jules Beer out of 49. And Chase Burns. Keelan Robinson out of 99. Trenton Flowers out of 199. Livy Dunn. And Eric Petoni, 17 of 25. Walker Howard out of 249. Brady Ebel out of 199. Gavin Gravak and Carmelo Cardoso out of 149. Nice. Box number 10. Kendrick Law out of 249. Shador Sanders out of 99. Eduardo Tate out of 199. And Antoine Hill Jr. out of 149. Eduardo Tate out of 249. Flo Balogun out of 49. AJ Garcia and Zach Zabrowski out of 99. Rock Chowalski out of 249. Kyron Drones out of 199. Jalen Flores and Brady Allen out of 149. Cade Klubnik, 2 of 25, future interest. Liam Peterson out of 99. Ethan Holiday and Brock Vandegrift out of 249. Achilles Smith Jr. out of 249. Jameson Wong out of 99. Gavin Turley out of 199. And Cam Edge out of 99. Caleb Jackson out of 249. Xavier Leggett out of 199. Ashton Genty and Peyton Houston out of 149. Triple auto, 3 of 6. Travis Bazzana, Anthony Gold, and Trent Caraway. That's a nice one. Daquan Felton out of 49. Gabby out of 199. And Brady Ebel out of 249. Jalen Daniels out of 249. Luke McCaffrey out of 99. Alfie Gilchrist out of 199. And Jaden O'Neal out of 149. Treasury Vargas out of 249. Spencer Rattler out of 49. Jalen McMillan. And Thomas Castellanos out of 15. Paul Skeens out of 249. Liam Peterson out of 199. Hannah Cavender. And Petty Boone out of 49. Ty Felton out of 249. Bryce Rayner out of 199. Brooks Lee. And Carolyn DeSharma out of 49. Alfie Gilchrist out of 25. Matt Shaw out of 199. Audric Estime and Dylan Dreiling out of 49. Now we are on to the final box of the break. Box number 12. Good luck, everybody. After this, we'll take care of the hit recap and then deal with the randoms. A couple of them on deck. Luther Burden out of 25. Jonah Coleman out of 199. Walker Yanek and Blake Corum out of 249. Bryce Rayner out of 249. Jalen Flores out of 99. Drake Baldwin and Monterey Foster out of 25. Ashadri Vargas out of 249. Brennan Sorsby, 5 of 10. Kieran Lacey. And future interest, 4 of 15. Cash Mayfield. Jeremy Rodriguez out of 25. Pedri out of 49. Ollie Gordon out of 199. And 8 of 8. Kamani Vidal, future interest. Josue DePaula out of 249. Matthias Brugelish out of 99. Caleb Johnson and Lazaro Montez out of 25. And final pack of the break. Garrett Nussmeyer out of 249. Chase Petrie out of 199. Jewel Spear and RJ Cope out of 49. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Do have more cases of this as well as tons more multi-sport stuff from Leaf up and coming, up and listed. So look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. Trying to make sure we have at least one multi-sport running per day. All right, like I said, there's going to be a lot of hits here, which is a good thing, but it just means that there's a lengthy hit recap coming. So, for the hits, Neiman Lawrence, Harvey Elliott, Lazaro Montez, Jordan James, Harlan Berry, Roman Wilson, Ansu Fati, Cade Klubnik, Samuel Basallo, Kyle McCord, Jefferson Rojas, Caden Bodine, Jordan Beck, Grayson McCall, DJ Giddens, Jake Bloss, Luke DeShaw, Trent Caraway, Brock Vandegrift, Dylan Harper, Lazaro Montez, Eddie Reinders, Cole Palmer, Michael Hawkins Jr., Jeremiah Liv, Malik Washington, Jalen Daniels, Hollywood Smothers, Elijah Badger, and RJ Harvey. Seaver King, Flo Balogun, Alfie Gilchrist, Chris Henry, Blake Corum, Kyron Jones, Caleb Johnson, Jeremy Rodriguez, Daniel Espanio, Curtis Rourke, Ryan Wingo, Jackson Dart, Walker Howard, Caden Bodine, Dylan Harper, Joseph Lugo, Nico Iamaliva, Katron Allen, Tyron Tracy Jr., Haley Cavender, and Angel Martinez. Peyton Houston, Curtis Rourke, Roman Wilson, Cooper Pratt, Nolan Souza, Achilles Smith Jr., Cam Cazell, Peyton Houston, and Cam Ward. Connor Griffin, Antoine Hill Jr., Pedri, Omaha Baloo, Noah Fafita, Taquan Felton, James Simon, Caleb Durbin, Jules Spear, Gavin Gravak, Kennedy Fuller, Kieran Lacey, Ethan Kaliakmanis, Daniel Espanio, Harlan Berry, Henry Lillane, Shador Sanders out of 15, Michael Hawkins Jr., Garrett Nussmeier, RJ Cope, Jeremiah Liv, Matty Scher, Ryan Williams, and Colt Emerson. Jackson Dart, Deion Smith, Antoine Hill Jr., Juju Lewis, Luis Morales, Walker Yanek, Riley Leonard, Gavin Turley, Jameson Wong, Elijah Badger, Armando Baycott, Ryder Lyons, Bucky Irving, Cole Palmer, Drake Baldwin, Achilles Smith Jr., Katron Allen, Xavier Legette, Noah Schultz, Eduardo Tate, Charlie Condon, Woody Marks, Mackenzie Mbako, Kellen Lindsey, Walker Yanek, Hagen Smith, Bucky Irving, Juice Knight, Faison Brandon, Nick Kurtz, Ethan Petrie, and Kevin McGonigal. George Lombard Jr., Philip Bell, Dylan Dreiling, Anissa Morrow, Tyler Bremner, George Lombard Jr., Gabi, Dylan Gabriel, Kyle McCord, Drew Aller, Blake Corum, Dean Moss, Chris Brazel, Ollie Gordon, Carson Benji, Camilo Cardosa, Drake Baldwin, Jared Thomas, Phil Maffa, Ryan Williams, Jamal Spear, or Jewel Spear, Keelan Robinson, Trenton Flowers, Eric Batoni, Walker Howard, Brady Evil, Camilo Cardosa, Kendrick Law, Shador Sanders, Eduardo Tate, Antoine Hill Jr., Eduardo Tate, and Flo Balogun. Zach Zabrowski, Rock Chewolski, Kyron Jones, Brady Allen, Cade Klubnik, Liam Peterson, Brock Vandegrift, Achilles Smith Jr., Jameson Wong, Gavin Turley, Cameron Edge, Caleb Jackson, Xavier Legette, Peyton Houston, Tyson Lewis, Ty Felton, Caden Salter, Dylan Cruz, Hollywood Smothers, Ansu Sonoe, Trenton Flowers, Cameron Skediboo, George McIntyre, Dylan Levitt, Chase Petty, Jeremiah Liv, Malaysia Full Wiley, Caleb Jackson, and Juju Lewis. 1 of 1 for Brooks Lee, Nisa Morrow, Ryan Williams, Luther Burden, Jacob Cozart, Jewel Spear, Camilo Cardosa, Hagen Smith, Ollie Gordon, Jace McClellan, Zion Turner, Blake Corum, Marcus Harris, Colt Emerson, and Juju Lewis. Luther Burden, Jonah Coleman, Blake Corum, Bryce Rayner, Jalen Flores, Monterey Foster, Echedri Vargas, Brendan Sorsby, Cash Mayfield, Jeremy Rodriguez, Pedri, Ollie Gordon, Kamani Vidal, Josue DePaula, Matas Muzelis, Zara Montez, Garrett Nussmeier, Chase Petty, RJ Cope, and Quan Felton. Gavi, Brady Ebel, Jalen Daniels, Luke McCaffrey, Alfred Gilchrist, Jaden O'Neal, Echedri Vargas, Spencer Rattler, Thomas Castellanos, Paul Skeens, Liam Peterson, Penny Boone, Ty Felton, Bryce Rayner, Caroline DeSharma, Alfred Gilchrist, Matt Shaw, and Dylan Dreiling. And for the dual, triple, and quad, Jonah Coleman and Jalen McMillan out of 25. Travis Bazzana, Anthony Gold, and Trent Caraway out of 6. And out of 2, Ashton Genty, Caleb Johnson, Omarion Hampton, and DJ Giddens. All right, that'll do it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being part of the breaks. As always, we have got a lot more of this stuff, multisport-esque, that is up and listed. We'll get you guys back in here sometime soon. We're going to head to random.org now and take care of these. So I'll see you back here in a few seconds. All right, we've got Random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Gonna be three or hard to be valid for us. We're gonna go 6 times on each random, starting off with a dual auto of Jonah Coleman and Jalen McMillan. That is 5 times. Final roll. Jonah Coleman coming out on top. Travis Bazzana, Anthony Gold, and Trent Caraway, triple auto. Out of 8. That is 5 times. Final roll. That is Trent Caraway coming out on top. And last but not least, out of 2, Ashton Jensen, Caleb Johnson, Omarion Hampton, and DJ Giddens. That is 5 times. Final roll. And it is Omarion Hampton coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, that'll do it for us, everybody. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Break. So look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon in the near future. And hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Till next time, everybody.